face. I've been driving around like this, going to see customers with stuff on my face. What the hell am I? Myself a sloppy, dude. Real sloppy. Real sloppy. I need some wet in here. Every time I buy wet naps, I don't need wet naps for my butthole. I need it for my face. Wake up. It is 81 degrees outside. Oh boy, that's a hell of a day. 81 degrees. I should be at the beach. Look at this, some bikinis. Oh wait, is that sexist? I don't know. I didn't say touching. I said looking. You know what I mean. Ain't no beaches out here. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I'm hip. I'm hip. I know the slang. Oh man. Oh man, I'm hip. I know everything. I know everything. Oh, I love honking this horn. Oh, I love honking this horn. It feels so fucking good. Oh, it makes me feel so powerful. Oh, I'm so powerful. All right. That felt good. Don't tell anybody I did that. Don't tell anybody. That's just between me and you, all right? That's our secret, okay? Don't tell anybody that I did that or that I do that. Okay, you can tell people. Go round here. All right, this is the end of the road over here. I'm going to cut across the median right here. You ready? All right, don't screw it up. Let's do crazy shit. Let's do crazy shit. All right, we did it. And we survived it together. We did that together. You should be proud of yourself. We survived that together. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to America. Oh my God, there's so many cars behind me that are waiting for me. Oh my gosh, there's 1,000 cars back there that were stuck behind me. All right. Yeah, I appreciate you out there. Even if you are just being mean to me, I still appreciate you. People that like me, people that hate me, they both feed the algorithm the same. Shut up. All right, we made it. We made it through that. All right, what's next? All right, what's next? Oh, St. Louis is coming up. I don't know if you've been to St. Louis before, but that is a sticky situation. Real sticky. And not the good kind of sticky, if you know what I mean. I don't. Oh, man. America. Yeah, this is America. This is middle America. I'm driving through Illinois right now on my way over to St. Louis. St. Louis. I'm going to St. Louis right now, through St. Louis. St. Louis. Maybe, maybe not. I can't really tell. I might be. It's always got a different route on me, whichever one's the fastest. Yeah, it's probably going to take me up to Springville or something if the traffic's real bad in St. Louis. All right, hey out there. Hey, my name is Mark, M-A-R-K, Mark. That's my real name, Mark. My real name. Some people call me company driver because that's what I am. I'm an American. America. Yeah, Louis. St. Louis. See you in St. Louis. Oh, man, I can do this all day. How about you? You do this all day? I can do this all day. Where you at? All right, where's the carriage at? You can't honk like that, honky. You can't honk like that, cracker. Oh, but I can, and I am. Yeah. You can't stop me. I know you want to stop me, but you can't stop me. You can't stop. A lot of times. Oh, I'm almost never in the city. And most of America's roads look just like this. Road, grass, and trees. Road, grass, and trees. Not so much buildings. Not so much people. All the people in the city. All the people are in the city. Fighting over the food in the city. Lots of food out here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. No, nobody's ever pulled me over for that because they can't catch me. I'm too quick. I'm sneaky. Oh, I'm sneaky. Yeah, I never stop. I'm sneaky. What are you gonna do? Chase me because I'm a horn? You ain't stopping me. You can't catch me. Or maybe they can. I don't know. Ooh. We're just having a good time out here. Trying to be as safe as we can. All I'm doing is honking the horn. I'm not doing nothing else. It's just honking the horn. And I don't do it in the city. I only do it out here in the country. This is the highway horn. We got another horn in here that we're supposed to use in the city. So it's sort of a meep, you know. I don't use that one. And I appreciate you checking out my content. I appreciate you checking out my stream, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. I do. I appreciate it. Oh, boy, I'm a dude. I don't mind being the same as you, but a dude, I don't mind. I kind of feel like I can relate with everybody out there who's got a little piece of this in them. Not too much, though, because you get in trouble. You get in trouble if you have too much like me. Too much like me on the road. You'll be out here just like me. Making people run for no fucking reason. Screaming and honking and rolling, baby. Oh, wow, that got a little carried away. I had to calm down. This truck next to me was getting a little weird. He's like, oh, my God. He's going to share a highway with me? Oh, my God. I have some videos where I'm eating and cooking and stuff inside my truck. I call it truck bang. I call my truck bang videos. It's like mukbang, but I'm in a truck. It's called truck bang. And I done some. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of cooking. If you look at it, it's mostly just me eating salad, chicken. I get grilled chicken salad like every freaking day. I'm trying to lose weight. I was 250 pounds. Now I am, drumroll please, 223 pounds. I told my wife I want to see below 200 before I die. I think I might get down to 218. I'm not sure. It really depends on how I feel. I ain't scared. Yeah, I respect that. I respect that. I can do that. I mean, I can put a grill right here next to me, and I can cook, and I can stream, and I can honk the horn, and I can cook, and I can drive, and I can talk to my friends. And what else can I do? Yeah, I can try. They'll probably fire me though. Yeah, I got this little hot plate that I Amazon for $8, and I got this little thingy fabric filter. I got and then between those two, not really exciting. You can't end me. Only me can end me. Only I can end me. You can't stop. I'm unstoppable. Is this real life? Is this real life? Yep, I'm doing 65 in a 70-mile-an-hour zone. This is really happening. Yeah. There's a sign on the billboard over here that says McDonald's coming up, and it said truck parking on the McDonald's sign. Ooh, that's cool. I don't eat McDonald's, but if I did, that would make me want to pull over and eat more McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's. I should eat McDonald's. It'd probably make me fit in. Oh no, you can hear me snoring last night? Oh, crap. My wife told me, she's like, you can't let that thing stream while you're sleeping because they're going to hear you snoring. And I'm like, oh no, they won't. And then we checked one of my past streams. Me and my son were checking my streams, and then, oh boy, yeah, I can hear me freaking snoring. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is, and I apologize for that. That's very sloppy of me to fall asleep while I'm streaming. I'm just a real dude out here. I don't like having anybody helping me. Man, I missed it. I gotta be more careful about that stuff. I'm sloppy. Okay, so what I did was I was listening to I don't know if you watch Kill Tony on YouTube. That's like one of my favorite channels is Kill Tony. And I was listening to Kill Tony as I was laying in the back going over my paperwork, and it was funny. I was a little behind on it. But I watch Kill Tony like every Monday, unless I don't get to see it, and then I watch it Tuesday or Wednesday, or even sometimes Thursdays, but I try to watch it. Oh, boy, all these trucks are passing me. They're just trying to embarrass me in front of my friends on the live stream. They know I'm streaming, and they know I got friends out here, and they're like, we're going to make him look like he's a dummy. We're just going to pass him going real fast. And all his people will laugh at him. So I watched Kill Tony. It doesn't sound funny. Matter of fact, they were putting it on my timeline for a long time. I'm like, this just sounds stupid. But I gave it a chance, and I'm like, where have you been all my life? This is fun. At first, it was like, wow, is this racist? Is this offensive? I don't know. I'm telling you, what am I watching? It turns out, no, it's really, it's like a really good freaking channel. Like, both channels are political and stuff. This is a really, Kill Tony is a real fun channel. Kind of like mine, but better. All right. Welcome, Germany. Welcome, Germany. Welcome. I appreciate you. But yeah, we're just hanging out in America over here. Just hanging out, honking the horn. Driving. It's all the same item. We're all just cool guys just hanging out, just hanging out. Everybody likes everybody. Everybody's friendly. We don't really get fights too much. We just hang out. What's that freaking noise? Oh, that was me. Oh, that was me. Wow, I suck at driving. Well, you suck at being in a stream. You suck at hanging out at streams. You suck at being a human being. You suck. You just suck. You suck, and everyone else will fill in the blank. All right, everybody, what does he suck at? Fill in the blank. Oh, you know what? I've been driving this truck, CDL, since 1999. I don't worry about what they tell me. I'm not on year 1, not on year 10, I'm not on year 20, I'm past year 30. Come on, I've been driving for 85 years now. You think that you come in here and say, you still get your life, it's going to hurt my feelings? It's going to hurt my feelings. Oh my God, you're going to hurt my feelings. Oh boy. Nowhere in the world did it say driving a truck made me a hero, you piece of shit. Why don't you go suck some cock while I educate you real quick? It says family fucking hero, you piece of shit. My family calls me a hero every fucking time I see them. Did it say you're a hero, you piece of shit? Did it say I'm wearing a fucking codpiece and spandex? Do I wear a fucking cape? No! I'm driving a fucking truck to feed my fucking family! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to America. How about them apples for you? Am I allowed to be a family hero? Do I have your permission to do that, Mr. Sir? Does it make you mad? They got people, I got a fat guy on the road, 70,000 subscribers, people call me a hero, and you don't know who the fuck I am! That must make you mad, huh? Real mad, because no one calls you a hero, huh? Oh, boy! Got another one, folks. We got another one. I use that word as like a fishing lure to bait the Karens, and I got one. We snagged the Karen in there. We snagged it. It's a little Karen, though. It's not a big one. I was hoping for a bigger one. This one we have to throw back. All right, we're going to throw this one back. Maybe hopefully a bigger Karen will come next time. What we do is we're honking and rolling, and we're screaming and screaming. So sometimes we have to honk, and sometimes we have to scream. Otherwise, I'm not honking and rolling and screaming and streaming. You know what I mean? So sometimes I have to honk, and sometimes I have to scream. Otherwise, I'm not honking and rolling, and I'm not screaming and screaming. That's just how we do it out here. So on that note, Andrea, I'm sure you're a woman out there that has no men in her life that says there's nobody allowed to be a hero unless Biden says they're a hero, or I'm wearing some big saggy cod piece. You know what? I'm going to cancel. I'm not going to let... Actually, because the stream was going to end every 20 minutes it ends, but I'm not going to let this one end. We have 2 Karens in a row in here. We never get 2 Karens in a row. Oh, you got to love 2 Karens in a row. You got to tell me why I'm not allowed to be a hero. You can't just say I'm not a hero. You got to tell me why. You think my kids are lying to me? You think my wife's lying to me? My wife told me this morning I was a hero. Just this morning on the phone. Is she lying to me? Or are you lying to me, Karen? Somebody's lying to me, and I don't think it's them. I think it's you, Karen. I think it's you, Karen. But don't worry, we've already screenshotted everything. We get it into the community so everybody can see who it was that's talking bad like that. We always We always screenshot the Karens. We screenshot their profiles. We make sure to dox them real good. Because we have moderators in here that are very vengeful. Very vengeful. Look at that. It's a Dodge Challenger supercar race car with slicks on it. That's in America. America. What happened, Karens? What happened? You went away. I don't know what you do, Dynamic, but in America, we don't do it. Wherever country you're in where men fuck men, it's America. I'm not sure where you're from, but in America, we fight, we drink beer, and we work, and we take care of our families, and we build a military, and we go to work and repeat. I know you don't do that, but that's what we do in America. That's why everybody from every country wants to be American. Because we're doing something right out here. I know you don't like it, but we're doing something right out here. All right. That's right. Go to work, bang your wife, pay the bills, drink beer, repeat. But they don't realize that in other countries. They think, oh, America's so violent. Yeah, the cities are violent where there's a lot of minorities. But look at where's the violence out here, baby? Look at this camera. Where's the violence? Where's the crime? Where's the drama? Where's the politics? Everything you hear about America's bullshit, baby. This is America right here. This is America. No, that's why your country sucks. Because you believe the media. And you can tell by the articulation and my terminology that I don't smoke crack. Because we all know what people smoking crack sound like. We all know. Come on, we all know. Yeah, baby, yeah. Boy, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with all that hot air? What are you going to do with all that fucking hot air? Well, we're going to let it out, baby. We're going to pull that cord and let it rip. Yeah. That's a straight, listen, it's a straight line. I'm not almost tipping over my truck, dude. There's no turns in America. This is straight. I don't know what your country is, except for San Francisco. And okay, except most of California. All right, don't fall for it, everybody. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It says liquid salt. Stay back. Liquid salt. Wow, that sounds dangerous. Autism, huh? Is that what I got? Man, if I'd have known that a long time ago, I could have had a better life. Oh, listen. Look, Gabriel is calling the white guy racist. Isn't that typical? That word is dead, dude. You guys have destroyed that fucking word. There's no meaning to that word now. As a matter of fact, Webster's Dictionary is working on a new definition for it right now just so you can keep using it. Tell me I'm racist. You can suck my white dick. You hear me? You can lick my white brown asshole. I gotta pull over. I don't gotta pull over to the left when there's cars there, but if I was stuck on the left side or the right side of the road, I'd want big trucks to go around me too. All right, James, appreciate that. Letting them guys out there know, Americans, we stick together. And that's why everybody wants to be like us, because they can't figure out how the fuck we keep doing it. Every single year, we are the baddest country in the world. Every single year, they just keep piling up to be over here like us. They just want to be so bad, they're killing each other. America. All right. Yeah, I appreciate you out there. I appreciate you. All right. I know there's so many channels to choose from on this YouTube thing. It's real hard to find the one you want to you want to subscribe to, but you know what? I'm the only one you need. Just me and you every day. I got your back. You got my back. I got your back. Yeah. Yeah, I got your back. There ain't no children out here on this highway. If there was, I'm going to splat them. Let me at them. I'll splat them. Yeah. That's what, that was a cartoon when I was a kid. It always go, let me at them. I'll splat them. Yeah, I got this white van in front of me. I think he's hip to me. He came out of nowhere. Now he won't leave. Like he's slowing down just to stick around. Oh, you ain't gonna figure out what I'm doing in this truck, little car. I'm gonna pass you here in a second if you don't speed up. Was that Scrappy? Yeah, I knew it was something. Let me at him. I'll splat him. And they would never let him at him. All right, I don't have autopilot yet, but when I do, oh my God, talk about multitasking. I'm gonna have a grill right here. I'm gonna have a TV, and I'm gonna have a pole with girls. Okay, I lied. I'm not into that gross stripper stuff. I'll have Bible studies with them in the back. How about that? Bible studies. Let me redo this. Sometimes you gotta redo, when you've been driving a while, sometimes you gotta redo your GPS, because it gets twisted somehow sometimes. And then when you do that, sometimes it gives you a different route. You know, traffic and stuff changes. All right. I appreciate you. Hopefully you come back. I think you should vacuum. I think your mom does enough, right? I think you should vacuum. And don't tell nobody you did it. Just do it. And then when they find out later, they're like, oh, who vacuumed? And you go, with a big shit-eating grin on your face. That's right. That's how you do it. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. We are cruising. We're cruising. Doing 65 and 70. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't know if I was or not. I don't look at that. I don't look at it. I probably have been. I probably frustrated a whole lot of women that were trying to flash because I'm not even looking. I'm literally so in the zone when I'm driving and stuff, I wouldn't be able to see it. I thought about adding another camera to the side of the truck and recording what's passing me at an angle where we can kind of see people. And I thought, man, there's so much stuff going on inside the cars when I'm passing them. There's no way I could put that on the internet without having to watch everything and out of that. It's still in the back of my mind, like, what if I put a camera that shows inside of the cars when they're driving by? I think a whole lot of people whacking off, probably a whole lot of activities. You know what I'm saying? Well, it said thousands and thousands of cars past me. There's no way I'm looking at all of them. And for that one or two that might be doing that, I have to look at. I mean, I'm going to get an accident looking at all the cars waiting for that finally see a rack. But I could just swipe over my phone and sell the racks I want. Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about putting a camera that shows people passing me on a car, you can kind of see. And the side effect of that is I'll see what people are doing in their cars. I don't want people to know what I'm doing in my car. I can imagine what they're doing. Yeah, people do some dirty things out there on the road, man. Some dirty things. I don't mind it. I ain't looking for it. I'm aware of it. I was young once. I was newly married once. I participated in a few activities. Yeah, you tell Petco to S a fat one. Yeah, you tell them. I'll tell them. Where are they at? I got so many people around me, I would have done it. They're going to think that... Hey, right now I'm driving through through Illinois. I'm heading north up towards Chicago, and I'm going to cut across west. I'm going to drop into Dubuque. I was under the impression that I'd probably go through St. Louis and then up Missouri to Dubuque, Iowa, but it looks like the GPS, and I run multiple GPSs, and both of them are asking me to go through up towards Chicago and not go through St. Louis. I can respect that. Oh boy. Oh boy. I fart all the time, my friend. See, with this job, not only can I fart and no one knows, I can scratch my butthole too and no one will stop me. And on top of that, I can even sniff my finger afterwards and nobody knows. Do that at your job. Do that at your job. Good luck. I got one of them jobs that they got some special perks. That's a perk. I don't know if that's a perk or not. Just don't sniff my steering wheel when you get in here. Welcome. Hey, I typically allow the system to stop the stream at 20 minutes every single time. I have a fully automated system that I worked on for 2 freaking months to build. I built my own. I coded it myself, 1,500 lines of code, converted it into an app, an APK file, and I installed it myself. However, I did stop this for this stream. It has run to the 35-minute mark. I've gone 15 minutes past my normal stream. Just letting you guys know that it still might end. It still might end. But when it does, I have it start another one 1 minute and 45 seconds after I end this stream. Yeah, don't sniff my steering wheel. Don't sniff my seat, you know? Oh, yeah, man. Oh, man, I did my homework. I was prepared. I understood the assignment. Oh man, I wish I had some good old lizard stories, but I don't. And I am a happily married man to the most beautiful woman. keep in mind, I've not always been a trucker. I used to do something different that would make me very attractive. But once when I got married and had kids, I decided that I had to change careers, and I became a normal guy. But I got a woman that's so good to me, I ain't got no time. I don't have time to even think about lizards. And I hope one day you find a woman like I did that just gets you hooked like crack. You ain't got no time for nobody else. I'll be honest with you. I don't even see them, man. I hit the truck stops during the daytime where there are no lizards, and then I leave. I'm gone. I miss that whole, that whole lizard. I miss the witching hour. Yeah, they're weird. I make jokes though, like a week ago or so, I was at a truck stop, and out in the middle of the parking lot, it's like this little building with an air conditioner on it and no windows on it. So I shot a video with my smart glasses explaining that this is the new facility for the lot lizards now, and that not only can you get service, but they got AC to keep your balls dry. Like, I was really making the story about it. A lot of people got mad at me, like, oh, you're not allowed to blah, 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 blah. Fuck them. It's my channel. I can make videos about lizards even if I don't like lizards. Hey, Dynamic, listen, man. It's going to be the best thing for you. If she's the right girl, that's all you need, man. That is all you need. You don't need your friends. You don't need nothing. She's going to replace everything. Don't fight it. You don't fight it. You get rid of every female you've ever known. You destroy every evidence of everything ever. And it's just you and her, and that's it. And she will take care of everything. You will never need it. I mean, you'll have friends, but you won't need them. It's going to change the dynamic, especially if she's a good woman. Yeah, okay, so there was an air conditioner on that building, and I had to think of some reason why there'd be an air conditioner. So I'm like, yeah, it keeps your balls dry. Because, it's like 100 degrees out there on that. Imagine, I don't know what these lot lizards, I imagine it's a really gross experience, but at least there's air conditioning. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I do the best I can out here without offending people, but I know there's things that I talk about and think about that might be offensive to some viewers. All right, there's 2 billion people on here. I can't piss them all off, right? Unless I just did. I'm sorry. Man, I'm one of those dudes, aren't I? I'm one of those dudes that are willing to risk it all. That's why my wife likes me. Because I'm a rebel. All right, I got both GPS to tell me to get the F off the freeway right now, so I'm going to listen. How many miles? I didn't read the rest. I'm guessing how many miles do I drive a day? Approximately, I think that's what I was trying to say. Probably 700 miles. Probably. I do about 65 miles an hour for about 11 hours-ish, and then I get fuel once, and that doesn't really cut into my drive time, but man, I don't like getting off the damn highway like this. I don't like it, but I gotta trust. Oh, I've been to this truck stop. This truck stop has a Domino's pizza next to it, the drive-thru. I never seen a drive-thru at a Domino's before. Hey, everybody, as long as you have to bleep right. All right, well, this looks like a small highway, but I'm going to do it, guys and girls. I'm going to pass this truck stop over here. There's all this delicious food, and I haven't even eaten today. It's like, oh man, what time is it over here? It's like 1:30. That's one thing about being a trucker. It's like, yeah, there's food everywhere. There is food freaking everywhere, and it's delicious food. But man, hey, I appreciate you, Dynamic. I hope you subscribe and come back, man. I really enjoy it. It's like you were one of the reasons why I let this stream run longer. It's up into the 40 minutes. I cut it. Like I said, it cuts like, look at my timeline on my channel. You'll see every 20 minutes like clockwork. But you guys have been good to me today. Extra mean to me, and I love it. Man, I spent all my early years trolling on the internet. Back before America Online, I was on there with Prodigy and CompuServe. I was there OG. I'm a troll, and I can respect a good troll. I can respect a good troll. Alright, I'm on a road I'm not real comfortable about, never been here before. 2-lane highway, huh? I got both my GPSs telling me this is the best way to go, and I don't like it. I've been to Dubuque before, and I didn't have to take this. This is where people die on roads like this. All right, thank you from Spain. I mean, I'm in America, you're in Spain, but hey, you know what? I appreciate you out there. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right. I appreciate you. I do. I do. It ain't easy out here. But all my friends I got these days, they're right here in the stream with me. Like I said, my wife is everything for me. I need nothing in this world. And I need nobody but her. And so when I look around and I think, oh, I haven't talked to anybody in 4 days. Yeah, I have. I ain't talked to anybody in 5 days. Yeah, I have. I talk to my friends every day. Everybody in your real life. Drama. All right, I'm out here in Illinois, making my way from southern Illinois all the way up. I'm not going to go all the way to Chicago, but I'm going to go towards Chicago. Then I'm going to cut over into Missouri a little bit. Maybe just go straight into Iowa. I got to get to Dubuque. I don't have to be there until tomorrow morning, but I'm going to get there today. They just won't be open. All right, let's see, we got some construction coming up. And that's okay with me as long as it doesn't shut me down too bad. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm driving in, it says Lebanon. It says Lebanon, Illinois. Lebanon. And this sign right here says go that direction to get to East St. Louis. And that's where I thought it was going to go. But, nope. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go this way over here. It's weird. This guy was clapping at me just now. Did you see that on the stream? That Cadillac was clapping at me. Oh, boy. I don't get guys. I don't get people. Like, everyone has got their opinions, and who knows what people are thinking. But someone starts clapping at me, it's like, what the fuck is this guy thinking? I don't get it. I used to live in Los Angeles, man. I was raised in Los Angeles. And I started trucking in Los Angeles. It wasn't too bad. I mean, I've done Manhattan, I've done Long Island, I did Montreal, Canada. That was a real tough one. All that damn cobblestone and low bridges. But yeah, I did up and down the coast. I've done Texas. Texas roads are different though, how their on ramps and off ramps are. It makes it a little confusing at first. Hey, it's a neat little town over here. Lebanon, never been here. Speed limit is 20 miles an hour, though. Don't forget that. Yeah, don't forget that. Man, everything's telling me to go straight, but all the trucks are turning right. Oh, there's a truck coming from straight. So good. It's good. I can hear people talking on the CB radio in English. Yeah, Vancouver, man. I the first time I went to Vancouver, Canada, I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I don't know French or nothing, but oh, it's a nightmare. Not only were the roads horrible, the people were horrible. If you don't speak French, they treat you like crap. And then you can't park nowhere. So I had to park like almost like out of town and throw some clothes in a backpack and hike into town and sleep in a hostel. And I'm like, I'm not even going to sleep in this freaking ghetto shithole. And so I took a shower and I left. And by the time I got to my truck, someone had busted all my windows out and stole everything. And I'm told Canada's nice. I'm told Canada is nice. And I learned the hard way over and over again that Canada's a piece of crap. Oh, it's a piece of crap. I like the people, though. The people were nice. They were nice. Yeah. And I call my boss. I'm like, hey, they took all my GPSs. They took everything, my snow chains. They took all my clothes, my shoes. They took everything. I told him, he's like, well, let the police know so we get a police report so we can cover it. And then I'm like, well, I don't even know. I don't speak French. I'm in a foreign country. I don't have nothing. Oh, man, I found a guy that speaks this. I finally found somebody. There's no police. Every time they send me to the police stations are closed down. Like, oh, yeah, it's over here. It's over there. It's over there. I'm driving around for 4.5, 5 hours. Different police station. They're all shut down. Oh, I'm over it. I lost everything. My boss was like, you're going to be gone for 6 months. And you're going to be around some high-dollar clients because I used to work for Lamborghini. Like, take your best clothes. Take your best jackets. Take your best everything. And, of course, I lost everything. That was 10 years ago. I ain't been back. I said, don't send me back there. Oh, they sent me back, all right. But I didn't sleep there. Now I just drive in America. Middle America. Yeah, the cops. There was no police stations. Like all of them, there were signs on there saying closed down. And I did find one, and I made a report. I listed everything I could remember, and then I say, okay, I told my boss, where do I send the police report? He's like, oh, you don't need a police report. The insurance won't cover it. What? I just lost everything, man. I lost everything. My favorite jacket. Man, I had a $600 leather jacket that I bought, and I had been saving. Man, I lost everything. I was real bummed about it. That's what I get, man. I told my boss, he's like, yeah, I looked at the GPS where you slept. It was a real bad looking area. I'm like, you sent me there! You fucking sent me there. Fuck me. America. I don't drive Mexico. I don't drive in Canada. I just do Middle America. I don't even want to go to New York. I don't want to go to Texas. I really want to stay out of them cities. Them cities ain't like what they were even 5 years ago. We used to live in Los Angeles. And man, that was a bad spot. When I moved in 2017, they were dragging people out of their cars that looked like me and beating them up in the intersections just because they looked like me. Blonde hair, blue eyes was a death sentence for you. So I packed my family up and we moved to Middle America, Kansas City. I ain't seen no violence in my neighborhood. I got 450 people living in my town. Yeah, I drove in Mexico. Right. Yeah, Mexico's not too bad. Honestly, I can't tell you how it is now. But it wasn't bad. I'm blonde and blue eyes. My wife, she's like half Native American, so she kind of could be considered like Pocahontas looking. And my kids have blonde hair, blue eyes. And we were watching people. First, it was like if you had a Trump shirt on or a Trump hat on, they would drag you and beat you. But then it got to be everyone that was white. And like I wouldn't see it on the news, but I would see it outside where I lived. I would see it at the intersections. Just people would just violent. And I'm like, oh my God, this is America. I got to get out of here. This is not America. This is just a city where it's all minorities. This is not real life. And so we moved. I broke the lease on the condo that I was renting and got my ass out of there. And I've not seen one little bit of violence since there. Not one little bit. Unless we know that diversity, man, it ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for me. It is not for me. I'm not a fan of diversity. I love everybody. I'll tell you, I was a very young, rambunctious man. I dated them all. I did not have I didn't have a problem with people, but when they started dragging people out of their cars, I was young in Los Angeles during the riots in '93. I was there for Reginald Denny getting beat. I was there for that. I was there for that. Damn, that guy done slipped my tongue. I don't even remember his name. Rodney King. I was there for that. And they were dragging white people out of the cars and beating them. But we all knew it wasn't forever. It was short term. They were burning buildings down. It was bad. Los Angeles, it's not America. Frisco, man. I used to have to drive up into Frisco like every day. And it's right downtown at the Lamborghini dealership. And it was a freaking nightmare. The syringes and shit. And this was before I moved to Missouri. I can only imagine what's going on now. I seen a guy that worked for a company in Frisco. He picked up all the syringes off the roads, and he recorded back at the facility where they put them all. He was recording all the bins of them. There's millions and millions of them. They fired him up real quick. They fired him. Nobody's supposed to know the truth about America. No one's supposed to know the truth. It is crazy what they're hiding. Yeah, I used to live in a town called Sunland and Tahunga. And where Rodney King got beat was it was called Lakeview Terrace. It was literally right down the road from my house. There's an apartment building now where the dirt lot was, but the thing is that was ground zero for that whole riot. But there was no rioting there. They didn't live in that area. That it was actually a really white area. It was like horse properties and stuff like that. It was a wash coming out of the mountains. So it was like a deserty oasis. And this dude was been running from the cops through 5 cities on PCP, and that's where they got him finally. But man, they were burning down all the strip malls, everything they could burn down. Curfew. White people had a curfew. All right, I got some oil. I've already oiled up, baby. I did my homework. I did my homework. I brought it. What you got? Oh boy, I got more thoughts than I'm allowed to talk about that election, man. I'll tell you, all YouTube does is put that crap on my timeline. They put that crap on my timeline. Everyone's got an opinion, and everyone sounds like they know what they're talking about. It's like, I don't know any of you guys, but you all are telling me all this stuff. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to drive my truck and honk my frickin' horn. Man, I got a lot of opinions about that election, man. But something tells me that it's not going to go the way either party thinks it's going to go. There's no way. There's just no way that either one of these guys can win. There's no way. Not without starting some kind of war. There's a war coming. I know we're in a war right now. We're talking big business against middle America, middle class. There's a war going on. They're canceling us. They're pricing us out. They're making it to where either you're rich or you're going to rely on the government. If you're middle class, if COVID didn't wipe out your savings and put you in your debt, this next part of this inflation will. And it's working. I just saw on the internet in California, it's $40 to Uber Eats food for two people. That because the $20 minimum wage, that even Uber Eats and DoorDash have up theirs, and it's like, but they're gig workers. But no, they're $40 for two people to eat fast food. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. That's a war happening right now. It's not people having this war. It's people against rich people, because the rich people know that once shit falls, that their money's going to be gone, and they better hoard it. They better hoard it while they can. They better freaking hoard it. It's like, oh no, what about the apocalypse? What about the apocalypse? Like, wait a minute. You go on the internet and you type in any country, and it looks like half the countries we look at are already gone through an apocalypse. We're just coming up on the list. We can't end what's going to happen. We can't prevent it. We can't even slow it down. What's going to happen? It's already happening, and we're living through it no matter what. They think global warming's a problem? We've been global warming since the Ice Age. Ever since the Ice Age, it's been a global warming. And when this is done, it'll be a global cooling. We can't fight it with taxes. You can't give me a green tax or a global warming tax. All this stuff is just, whatever's happening, we're just living through it. I'm probably going to get canceled for that. Man, my wife's favorite place to eat was In-N-Out. Man, In-N-Out. In-N-Out will get out of California. They'll move. Everywhere's moving out of California. And I don't think moving to Texas is the answer, because the problem with the people from California is they're going to take their politics with them. They're going to take their beliefs with them. You know, every time anybody moves from somewhere, they always take it with them. And that's the problem with diversity, man. It brings a whole lot of shit in your neighborhood that you don't want. Yeah, I don't see a lot of that stuff. They don't serve it to me. I wish they would. I wish they would serve me up more stuff, but YouTube's algorithm, man, they really help my channel. I'm gonna be at 70,000 subscribers. I just started this channel a couple months ago. I got all respect for the algorithm, but at the same time, it does do things. You know, it does have a downside. Man, yeah. I moved in like 2001. I was in California my whole life, and I moved to Utah. And like, I got to get out of this. There's too much drugs, and I got to get out of this. And I moved to Utah, started a business, had a bunch of employees doing really well, and they looked at me like I was the problem, and like I was the problem, because at that point I was surrounded by Mormons, and I didn't want to stop cussing, and I didn't want to stop drinking, and I really was abusive. And I was the problem. But I started a business there, and I ended up hiring 18 people with me, all making money. And I brought a lot of people out of poverty. And at the end, I realized, you know, I really could have done this differently. And, you know, I got rid of all that, and I moved. I found my wife, and now I moved to Missouri, to Kansas City, and I was not going to be the problem. So hopefully, if you move around, I won't even say where you're from. I'm an American. America, because they'll discriminate. The California people, they're really, really bad people, and you don't know it, because everyone's bad. Like, when everyone's a rapist, no one's a rapist, right? When everyone's poor, no one's poor. Yeah, I heard about that In-N-Out. I heard the dad died, and the daughter's been taking it over, and she's been real freaking aggressive with it. But she's done nothing but maintain and respect his policies, even during the growth and expansion. Still got the religious stuff going on. Whether they're religious or not, they're just holding true to their core principles that they're founded on. And that's respectable until Islam comes. Islam will shut that down. You know, Islam's not bad people, but they don't screw around with the Bible verses. They're like, come on, it's not inclusive. I mean, you don't see Hindu, you don't see Buddhists, you know, coming up and saying get rid of the Bible verses. But what we're seeing lately is we're not allowed to do that anymore. We have to remove all that stuff off of that. Pretty soon they're going to take it off the money. And we know when it's off the money that we've lost and Islam has won. I lived for 30 years of my life in California. It is filled with horrible people, with horrible politics, horrible racist people, dragging white people out of their cars and beating them in the streets. There's a lot of horrible people. So I'm not wrong. I'm not trying to convince anybody that they're wrong either. I'm not telling anybody they're not credible. I left because there was bad people pushing bad politics. The good people are who's leaving that state. The good people, just like Venezuela, the good people are not leaving Venezuela. The bad people are. The good people have no reason to leave and become American. You understand? The good people are leaving California. No, all the good people, you got a lot of counties out there full of good people, but they're leaving. The good people are leaving. You're going to be left, not you, but California's going to be left with all the bad people. Man, I used to love, I moved away from California a lot, and it called me back so many times because of how wonderful the state is. The food, the people, everything. But in the end, man, there's a lot of really bad people. I'll tell you a bad person. A bad person sits on his balcony, sits on his steps in front of his house with brown skin, and he watches other people with brown skin beat the fuck out of everybody without brown skin and sits there does nothing. That's a bad person, and that's what California is full of. Bitches and cowards that fled their country because they're fucking cowards to fix their own shit, to come here and watch it happen here. Those are bad people. I'm not afraid to say it. Cancel me. But if you want to say that's a good person and watch that happen, then I'm sorry. You might be one of the bad people. I think Texas might have used to be bad. I think there was probably a lot of racism in Texas, you know? But I think the same thing, wait a minute, what kind of racism are we talking about? Because most of Texas is not white and never has been white. Maybe the elite class at the top that colonized it or whatever fucking words people can think of. But it's all brown, my friend. Every time I've ever been anywhere, if it's not brown from Mexico, it's brown Native American. And they're very racist against each other, and I don't get that either. I mean, I'm not knocking it, but I mean, I used to work in Hollywood, and we'd go to New Mexico and we'd film. We'd go into Texas and film because they got some really good scenery out there. And we'd have to play for the police to come and block the roads off. And these were Mexican police, and the Mexican police would come to me and say, "Over there, we should make a big fire in that valley and throw all the Indians in there." And I'm looking at him, I'm thinking he's in there. I'm like, why the fuck did you just say, no, because he was Mexican. And fire, I thought the Native Americans, they had their own land, everyone's kept separate. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. I'm like, wait a minute, this goes deeper. And I start thinking, well, the N-word is not a white word, it's a Spanish word. You go look at the history books, it tells you most cowboys were Spanish-speaking people. They weren't white. You couldn't find a white fucking cowboy. You see, white people didn't invent that word. White people did not invent that. Somebody else was using that word. That was not a white word. History is twisting shit up to make certain people look like they did things they did not do. To protect people that are doing things now. Like this. When you get a woman that tells you all men are dirty and all men, take your stupid ass to the grocery store and see 10 aisles for stinking ass women and a fraction of one aisle for men, and tell me who's stinky. Tell me who's got the problem with hygiene problems when you got a fraction of one aisle for men and 40 fucking stinking bitch aisles. You tell me who's projecting Who's hiding the truth then? You tell me while I'm growing up and my insurance is higher as a boy than a girl when girls clearly can't drive for shit. Men can't drive. Wait, what's this society that's constantly twisting things to make us believe certain things? Constantly. I have fun getting loud. I have fun. One of the things I always do is I'm streaming and screaming, and I don't feel like screaming. I'll turn it on where I'm screaming constantly, and then I lose my freaking voice. I go home at the end of the week. My wife's like, "You've been screaming again." And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Do they know you're just having fun?" I'm like, "I don't know. They don't stick around long enough usually. They get to hear one rant, and then they think that I'm a crazy guy, and they swipe." I'm like, "Oh, they don't stick around. That's cool." I don't even know. Did somebody just tell me to go around the country, or were you just saying something in general? You fucking dumbass redneck. Yeah, I mean, you have to understand who would say that. Like when someone says they called me the N-word, I'm like, are you sure? Because I don't remember the last time I heard a white person say that word even in a room full of whites, or even whatever. Are you sure? Because I hear it used 1,000 times a day in every song. I hear it out in every movie. Like, are you sure that you're not just projecting? Because like, oh, we got to stop Asian hate, and then every video shows a very specific pattern. Why don't you say what it is? Why won't society tell us who's hurting these people so we can fix it? They won't say it. Oh no, my wife doesn't. My kids don't. That, you know what? I got a lot of YouTube channels, and they really have no interest. Actually, my first YouTube channel I built to teach my kids how to make a YouTube channel in case they wanted to do it. I would jump right in and say, okay, boom, boom, boom. But they don't have any interest in it, and I get it. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Anna. Sorry, Anna. It's all part of my thing. I like this. I'm going to say this very calm. I like to stream and scream. Streaming and screaming. It really helps pump up the people that just came from something very boring when they swiped on me, and they stick around for a minute. Everybody's telling me, calm down. I'm sitting in a truck. I mean, how excited could I get, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I appreciate everybody for who they are, and I'm just an observer out here. You know, I'm just observing. I'm not out making things happen or creating things. There's a stoplight on the highway. I'm on a highway. I'm on a highway with a stop sign. Yeah, the N-word, I guess, doesn't translate the same. You know what I mean? If I were to say it on stream, though, I'm sure the YouTube algorithms would pick that up real quickly. And then it would scan my entire file system from all the platforms that knows me. It goes, find out if I'm allowed to say it or not before it will take action against me on the ghost and shadow banning. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm new here, too. Welcome. There's something going on up here. Oh, it's construction or something up there. Wow, we are literally on farmlands. When I see red barns, lets me know, oh boy, we're out here. Oh, I absolutely would vote Trump. Absolutely. But that last one where everyone's like, that shouldn't have happened, we all went to sleep and it was guaranteed, and then we woke up and the world was upside down. That showed everybody that even if there's no way Trump can win, even if 99.99, 100% of Americans voted for him, there's still absolutely no way he'll win. There's no fucking way. What they've got going on is so crazy right now with the flooded borders and all this fucking inflation and all this crime and everything. There's no way they're going to let Trump walk in there and turn it around. There's no way. Thing is this. When Trump won, they go, Trump's ruining everything. It's blah, 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 blah. Like, the only way to find out if Trump's fucking shit up is if Trump loses and Biden wins, and then things go to shit, and Trump goes, see? Gotcha. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Right? Except they're saying, no, that's what's going to happen anyway. Well, if Trump gets back in office and it starts going good again, the America's going to find out the fucking truth at that exact moment. Right at that moment, as soon as Trump's in there and all of a sudden the border shuts down, they're going to realize they were lied to. That they're not going to be able to say that that was because of Biden. They're not going to be able to say the border crisis was because of Biden or the economy or anything. Because it went up for Trump and then back down for Biden. And now it's down so far that there's no way they're going to let Trump in there. There's no way. Yeah, me too. I'm the same way as you, Anna. But I didn't care Trump did that stuff. I saw Trump go in office, and I saw everyone was like making money. They hated it, but everyone was doing good. And then they're saying, well, that's all from Obama. That's all from Obama. And I'm like, well, that could be possible. And Trump's like, no, it's not. Watch. If Biden gets in office, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And they was like, no, it's not, it's not. And Biden got in office, and it all happened. He opened the borders. He shut down all the oil. He literally did everything wrong. And now we're in this hellhole. They say, well, that was going to happen anyway. Like, okay, well, if Trump wins, he's going to close the border and turn on the energy again, which is going to contradict what everyone's saying. And we'll know at that moment who was lying. Right now, we still don't know who was lying. And we have a really good idea who was lying. But there's just no way they're going to let Trump win. There's no way. They're saying, okay, they're going to let him win in November, but something drastic is going to happen between November and January. They said something gnarly is going to happen that's going to change all of America. And it's going to involve this immigration stuff. They're saying this immigration stuff is a precursor and an insurance policy. It's such a touchy subject for so many people. I mean, if I mention this at like a family dinner, not with my immediate family, but there's going to be one person at the table at least that will have a major issue with me even thinking what I think. Like, how am I allowed to, how am I not locked up and put in jail? I'm like, locked up and put in jail? For what? For my thoughts? Yeah, we gotta do something out here. We gotta do something. Where I am now, the place that I just left, they got like 10 school buses at this factory. So they can bring the immigrants in every day and take them back out. Because they have an NGO that's housing them, that sponsored them. And so those were filled with Americans. Those Americans were let go for these 13 busloads of illegal immigrants on whatever paperwork Biden gave them, being housed at NGO off the site, non-government organizations, funded by the government. It's crazy to think. And they find out that Tyson Chicken is going to lay off some like 50, 75,000 American workers and replace them with illegal immigrants. They're going to give them housing and they're going to give them legal assistance so they can get through this process. I'm like, what people are saying right now is just crazy. I don't care about Tyson's politics. They can hire all the illegal immigrants they want. I don't care. But then it's like, well, what about the whole illegal part? Shouldn't we address the illegal part? I don't care who they hire, but like, there's a reason why there's the word illegal first. That's the thing. It's like, what these illegal immigrants are going to come here and they're going to live off the system, and I get it. It's going to collapse some things and it won't collapse others, but they will be looking for jobs. And they're going to replace Americans. But what they're not going to do is they're not going to replace the entrepreneurs. They're not going to replace the Elon Musks. They're not going to replace the Steve Jobs. They're not going to replace the Bill Gates. They're not. They didn't have those in their country, and they won't do it here. So what we have to focus on for our kids is to become business owners, not become employees. My kids will go to a trade school and they'll learn a trade, and they're going to master the craft before they hit the job industry. They will never have to get a job anywhere. They will create. Wow, this is a whole lot of traffic. That's a whole lot of traffic. Looks like it's like this for a few miles. All right, little spoon. All right. I got a truck in front of me, but he can bite me. I got the cruise control set at 4 miles an hour right now. 4 miles an hour. I think I've been doing 4 miles an hour for like 15 minutes now. The other side seems to be going nice. Ooh, that was a police bus right there. It said Department of Corrections. We were all in marching band. That's why I grew up in marching band and drum corps and stuff like that. And they went to college. I didn't. They had parents. I didn't. They had money. I didn't. And one of them was like valedictorian, Bausch and Lomb Awards, had a whole wall full of shit. And he totally cut me off because of my politics. Totally cut me off. Best fucking friends for so long. And they just cut you off. And that was taught to them. They were told in college to cut people off. They were divisive. The college created a generation of divisive, divided people. Because those kids now have kids. And some of those kids have kids now. Yeah, I was in marching band all through my grade school, and then afterwards I did drum corps where I traveled the world. What kind of an American are you? That sounds familiar. Like somebody pitched me a video to watch that had that quote in it. Yeah, I let this stream ride. Don't tell anybody. I usually just let it cut out at the 20-minute mark. Yeah, there's nothing to look at out here, man. There's fucking nothing. There's not one building any direction. And we're doing 5 miles an hour. You know, this thing, tell me what you think of this. Whenever somebody says free Palestine, you know what I tell them? I said, I thought that's what Israel was doing. Isn't it the Gaza Strip, Islam getting taken over by Hamas? Isn't Israel killing Hamas? Isn't Hamas freeing Palestine? No, it's Israel that's freeing Palestine from Hamas. I'm not even over there. This is just what I see from Middle America. I'm thinking, wait a minute, is that Israel freeing Palestine from Hamas? Isn't that a good thing? Because they're like, no, we're not Hamas. We're just Islam. Hamas is different. You just separated yourself because now I know Israel is killing Hamas. Oh boy, I don't think I'm allowed to say that though. I'm allowed to think it, but I'm not allowed to say it. Oh, I think they're painting these lines in the middle. Oh, they're painting the lines because there's a truck going really slow up there, and those lines look fresh. Look at those bad boys. I want to drive on it, but I don't want to fling paint up on the truck. They could be painting on both sides, I think, now, the white and the yellow. I dare you, because when people jump in and they tell me, free Palestine, when I say, isn't that what Israel's doing? They shut the fuck up. They literally they're like, oh, you're right. Because they can't say you're right, because they just want to be angry. People just want to fight. Like in the Middle East, there's been fighting since the beginning of freaking time. They just want to fight. I tell you what, I wake up every day with one goal, is that to make sure that when my wife gets my paycheck, she doesn't let me know that it was short or it wasn't enough. I work on it every day, and I don't care about other countries, and I don't care that it makes me look bad. I don't care if they're dying over there. I got family to fucking feed. They got a government. I shouldn't have to pay for that because they're taking money away from my family and sending it over there. And that's not my fucking problem. There's no escape from it. I can't just find some place to go where they're not going to take my money and give it to war. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Look, they stopped painting, and now all of a sudden the lines are gone. Huh. All of a sudden now I can move fast. Fancy. Well, there's the mess over there. They pulled off the side of the road. Oh, well. They're doing their job. You can't get mad at them for doing their job, even if their job's screwing up my job. But I get on a real highway now. This is a big one. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. I prefer ass. I'm an ass man. I don't give a shit about your fucking tits. Strap down, cut them off, blow them up like balloons. I could give a fuck. I don't look at them. I don't touch them. I tell you what, man. I spent the first... listen, I'm from the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles. I don't know if you know what that means, but I was raised in the porn industry. All I wanted to do was be in the porn industry. You know what I did? Out of high school, I got into porn. Spent 30 years of my life in porn. I built websites. I built dating sites. I did everything. And I met my wife while I was in porn. And she had these big old fucking tits. And I'm like, I told her straight up, keep them away from me. And she did not. She just got them. I was like, keep them away from me. I got no interest in them. And I remember one time I'm standing there. I paid a lot of money to do this thing. And I'm standing there with her. This is before she was my wife. And she's standing next to me. And she's like pressing her tit against my arm. And I fucking move away. I'm like, oh, I'm serious. They don't do nothing for me. I'm not a tit man. I felt like I felt like an asshole, but I was just being honest. Rub your ass against me. Oh man, that's funny. I mean, I felt like an asshole, but I knew what I wanted, and it wasn't tits. Back then, I liked my girls anorexic. I wanted scars on their knuckles. I wanted them puking after every fucking meal. That's the only thing I saw. If you had any kind of jiggly on you, you were a sick fucking bitch pig. And I learned that I was a horrible person. I was horrible. I was horrible. I was horrible. Ladies, if you see a man out there like that, he's horrible. It's not that he won't change, but he probably won't change soon. Man, it took my wife to set me straight. It took her. I didn't get married till I was 35. I was a very, very bad man. But I spent the first part of my life in porn. I made cam sites. I made mostly adult dating sites. I mean, I bought this website called sexdates.com, And I built that out to 3,500 different dating sites, all different niches. Black sex dates, Asian sex dates, tranny sex dates, she-male sex, every fucking pronoun. I built them all, locked them into one shared database. And it was really good. But I met my wife, and man, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. And my business partners got wind of my infidelity and my lack of loyalty. And they found out that I wanted to walk. And man, I got in a whole lot of trouble, man. Just so you know, you start a company and you want to leave, oh, they ain't gonna let you leave, man. They beat the shit out of you so you don't compete. They beat the shit out of you so no one will ever work with you again. They make you out to like you're this and that. And I'm like, I just wanted out, guys. You didn't have to spend all the millions on lawyers. I just wanted out. I just wanted out. My first son was 2 weeks old. I wanted out. That was it. It was the hardest thing I ever did, but it was the best thing I ever did because I probably wouldn't have stayed with my wife. I was a bad person. I was a real bad person, man. I tell you what, I was a bad person. I'd jump on a flight to Vegas for AVN Awards or the XBiz Awards, rent out the whole floor of a hotel room. And, sorry, I got a bunch of fucking assholes. I had to swerve at you back there for you to fucking let me over. Jesus Christ, sorry for using cuss words. But I tell you what, I would rent out the whole floor of a hotel room in Vegas, the whole hotel in Vegas, and put on a big old show, and every room was different production company. You know, you got all of them, Hustler, Vivid, Wicked, they're all there, and everyone's like, this is how bad I was. That's a very bad thing. And then I hear the other day, on a roast, Edward something actor was talking to Bruce Willis, and he was like Bruce Willis's wife's marriage just kept failing. Like Bruce Willis kept fucking cheating and all that stuff. And Bruce Willis said, well, try holding the marriage together when 18 is still on the menu. And that resonated with me. It's like, try having a healthy relationship when there's literally naked ladies will do anything for a job around you. And you got to tell you, I got a whole list of people that used to work for me that are dead now. That I don't blame myself necessarily, but I didn't help them. I mean, I don't know how many Bishop's daughters were on my cams. I don't know how many of these people that were like in society, really good people that were also working at night on my cams for my websites. Yeah, I got lots of advice for lots of people. I can tell you, don't get into porn unless, the thing is, I was in porn, thinking, yeah, my kids are going to be in it, everything's going to be great. Yeah. I don't want my kids even knowing. I destroyed everything. I bought this software. I integrated some software, and what I did was I created a program called the Hero Package. And if you had something on the internet about you, I could knock that out of the search engines for you based on filling the search engine up with other stuff. And I was able to eliminate every trace of ever being in the adult industry on the internet. And that took me years of feeding the internet full of shit about me. And now my kids will never know, except I do have one AVN that one day I'm going to pull this out, and it's going to blow my kids' fucking mind. Because there is literally no evidence of, nobody's going to stumble across it on accident. Okay, so it read to me everything you said, Landon, except for after the dam. It said, hey, dude, can you give me some advice on dealing with the dam? And then it didn't read me the rest. And I'm not sure. You got to tell me. Yeah. I'm afraid to guess. A lot of times that stuff turns, and I just can't take a guess on that one. Oh boy. I know I'm not going fast. Everyone's passing me. I know. You don't have to tell me. This is part of me getting my job done right. Staying below the speed limit. That way when the Karens from the internet start calling my work and telling them that I'm fucking off and being a bad employee, they check the software and see that I got an impeccable record. Impeccable. And it's so impeccable, in fact, that the software, it's called Samsara. And it's in every truck, all 600 of them. And they're all linked together, and they race us based on violations, speeding, everything. I am number one. And I've posted screenshots of the software on my community part on here, just to show everybody. You think I'm a shitty driver? Well, it shows I'm number one in the company. It shows I'm number one, and the company respects me for that. And I'm streaming, and I'm screaming, and I'm honking. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't answer that, Blandon, because I got no answer for you, dude. Let me tell you how you deal with black people. Is you deal with them as if you don't know if they're black or white. You just deal with them as if they're people. And that's how you deal with every people out there. Because if you don't, dude, you're going to be the problem. Now, if it comes with profiling, I do think profiling is necessary. I mean, if he's got a gun in his hand, you probably don't want to approach him. Now, I profile people every single day. I go to the truck stop, and I go, am I going to walk this way? Am I going to walk that way based on my profiling skills? That's what kept me alive for almost 50 years. Yeah, I set up to be alive for almost 50 years. Dude, people used to call my work and complain, and my work would call me and say, I don't see what they're complaining about. I mean, my record is impeccable. My everything. There's nothing on my record anywhere. I don't speed. I don't stop too hard. I've never had any early lane departure. I literally have the top score out of all 600 trucks in this company. Yeah, Swift is one of those companies out there. Swift is out there and indirectly making all the other trucking companies look good. You know what I mean? They're so bad that they just there to make everyone else look good at this point. They're too big to fail. They're a monster. They're out there. They're everywhere. And they also go really, really fast on the highway. I got my speed limit locked at or cruise control locked at 65 and a 70. And I know I lose a lot of time at the end of the day, but it makes me look that much more bulletproof when it comes to problems and issues, because everything comes back to bite you in the ass one day. Hey Brady, sorry for the delay on that. It's my text-to-speech always seems to delay sometimes, and it started to tell me what you had said, and I know it'll catch up here in a second. But it said something about you ever get kids, and then it stopped reading it for a second. And man, I programmed this myself. 1,500 lines of code. I know there's some mistakes in there. I've got a second version that I created, but I wasn't able to get it compiled in time to have to come back to work on last Monday. So maybe next Monday it'll be better. But I really am not ignoring you. I want to know what you said on there. And it's gonna come unless you want to say it again. You copy and paste it right back in there, say it again. I won't be offended by it. That's what I do. Is I curse people. If you say something to me and you think that I'm ignoring you, just say it again. I doubt I'll miss it twice. Especially there's only 15 people in here. It's when there's like 1,000 people in here, it makes it a little rough sometimes. And just so you know, it's not really quiet in here. I've got my headphones on, and it's blaring on full blast the music I like. I'm never in the silence. I got too many demons. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. We got the demons. The silence is the devil. That is a thing of the past. I don't remember the last time I had a kid honking like that. Asked me to honk. As a matter of fact, I had a school bus probably last week on a 2-lane highway, and it kept stopping and letting kids on and off. But it ended up just stopping, and instead of putting up the stop sign, the lady was waving us past her. And so I honked, coming by, like, "Hey, kids." They looked at me like I was, like, blasting a shotgun in their face. Like it never occurred to them that a big rig might do that. So, man, it's a thing of the past. Maybe because they've all got cell phones in there, and they're all all these liberal bus drivers say, "Don't you move a muscle, kids, or I'm kicking your ugly asses off." I just watched this teacher beat the crap out of a student because they said a word. I'm like, what is going on with this? Oh, I wonder. All right, I'm driving through Illinois right now, heading up towards Chicago. I better not be going to Chicago. I hate Chicago. I got to get to Dubuque, Iowa. I got to get to Dubuque. It says I got 4.5 hours, 290 miles. It says 220 right now, and if I drive straight, I'll be there at 6:45. It says I'll be there at 4.5 hours. I got 6 hours left on my DOT clock before I legally have to shut it out. So I'll probably run like 2 or 3 more hours, fuel up, take a 30-minute break, and then cruise on in and just sleep somewhere off the property, somewhere hidden where I won't get mugged or assaulted. You know what, I'm going to be honest with you? Most of the truckers I see out there don't speak English, and even if the kids did that, who knows what that would translate in those people's countries, and I'm sure it wouldn't be a honk of a horn. I'm sure it's not going to be that. It takes a good old-fashioned red-blooded American to pull that horn for the kids. It does, because otherwise they don't get it. Like, oh, fuck you, asshole! You want to fuck on me? I fuck you up, asshole! Murafuka! Murafuka, kid on bus? Do that shit with hand on Murafuka! Who knows what they'll say? America. Welcome to diversity. They're like, oh, Americans don't have culture. They've only appropriated others. We're about to find out. We're about to find out. Oh boy. Hey, let's do everybody a favor and let's blow this stream up. Let's bring in some fresh Karens. We're gonna bring in some fresh Karens. You know what that means? I'll blow this stream up. I'm going to blow it up. It's going to bring in a couple thousand more fresh Karens for us to feast our eyes on. So if this stream drops out for you, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to do another one in 1